everyone, my name's Lucy. I am back with another video. Today I'm starting something really exciting. I'm going to try and start a series, and basically last night I spent a good portion of the evening making a TBR jar. I typed out every single name of every single book that I own that I haven't read yet, and there's over 200 books, and I cut every single one out, folded them all up and put them into this fancy Illumicrate cup. However, I soon realised when this cup got full that I had severely underestimated the amount of books that I have on my physical TBR, because I filled an entire other jar too. So I actually have two TBR jars because they simply will not fit into one. So that kind of changes how this is going to work a little bit. So this series is going to be trying to read my entire physical TBR by picking the name of the book that I'm going to read out of one of these jars. However, since I have two, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to pick one from both of them, and then I will get to choose which one I want to read out of those two. Also, I do have like every single name of every single book in here, so that's including like series, like seconds and thirds in series, even if I haven't read the first one yet. So if I do pick out the name of a second book in a series, I am going to have to repick because I can't read the second one in the series. I need a drink, I've been speaking too much. So I'm really nervous because I'm very much a mood reader. I like to pick what I read, and so I am a bit scared for this, but we're just gonna do the first pick. We're just gonna start. I need to get this physical TBR down, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna pick from both of the cups. Okay, the lighting is really bad. I tried to fix it, but I don't think it's any better, to be honest. We're gonna do the first picks. Okay, we'll do the first one out of the Illumicrate mug. I'm going in there. Oh, a few fell out, but I've got this one in my hand. I think this is two actually. Okay, I'll look at it once I've picked both. So I'll pick from this one now. I want to get right in there. Oh no, I'm just knocking them all out. Okay. Okay. I'm scared. Wait, there's loads. I think I picked too many. This one is from the first jar. That is the first book. Okay. The first one is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I can deal with that. And this is from the second jar. They're both firsts in series. So this one is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. So we're choosing from two fantasy first in series. Let me get them both out. Oh god. Okay, I did not expect that to work so well. But here we are. So City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It's the first in the Mortal Instruments series. I haven't read a single Shadowhunters book in my entire life. I have watched the Shadowhunters TV show though, the Mortal Instruments. So this one is 510 pages, which is scary, but the blurb says, Clary Fry is seeing things, vampires in Brooklyn and werewolves in Manhattan. Irresistibly drawn to the Shadowhunters, a secret cadre of warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons, Clary encounters the dark side of New York City and the dangers of forbidden love. I just got an email. I know that I like this world because I loved the Shadowhunters Netflix show. So I think I will enjoy this. And there's like, the words are big on the page, so I feel like I could read that quite fast. And I have owned this series for so long. I've wanted to read this series for so long, but I don't know, because the other option is A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, which is again the first in a fantasy series. This one is 386 pages. No, I lied. 384 pages. And I have had great things about this one. It says, Kelly's one of the last travellers, magicians with a rare ability to travel between parallel universes connected by one magical city. There's Grey London, without magic and ruled by the Mad King George III. Red London, where magic is revered, and where Kel was raised alongside the heir to their empire. White London, where people fight to control the remaining magic and magic fights back. And once there was Black London. I don't know what to do. I want to read both of these books. I didn't think I'd have two good options. I thought there would be one that I would obviously want to read more than the other. I'm going to look on Goodreads at the reviews and then come back. Okay, so on Goodreads, A Darker Shade of Magic has a average rating of poor 4.07, which is very high. Loads of people have given it 5 stars. Sarah gave it 4 stars. Okay, let me search for City of Bones. I feel like it's going to have less because I think it's older. Like, less good reviews, I mean. Oh, God, I don't know. 4.08. They're literally on par. This one is 4.07 and this one is 4.08. This is not making my choice any easier at all. Sean gave it 5 stars. Soph gave it 4 stars. Jan gave it 4 stars. Oh my God. I feel like I'm gonna have to pick up City of Bones just because it's been on my TBR longer. This is literally like 130 pages longer than this one, and normally I would always choose the shorter option. But I feel like I'm starting the Mortal Instruments series. Am I crazy? We're doing it. We're reading City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Okay, I'm currently on page 104 of City of Bones, so I'm like 20% of the way through. So I feel like I'm far enough in to give my first update. I definitely remember what's happening from the TV show. I haven't watched that TV show in years. Like, it must be like 3 years maybe since I've watched that TV show, but I can picture all the faces to the names. Like, I can kind of remember seeing what I'm reading about, which I think is good because it's helping me read it faster. I don't know obviously how much of the TV show is actually from the books, so I don't know if I'm going to remember the rest of it, but I am enjoying it so far. Like, Clary and Jace already have like this relationship where they have like, obviously, like, it's not even banter, like they just don't like each other, and she slapped him twice already which I appreciate. But yeah, she is very young. I didn't realise she's literally 15. She's not even 16 yet, which is very, very young. I don't know how old the others are, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm gonna carry on reading tonight and just see how far I can get. I'm not annotating or anything because I don't want to, but I do normally annotate fantasy just so that I can understand it better. But I feel like I'm understanding this just fine, probably because I've already watched the TV show. But yeah, it's good so far. Basically all that's happened so far is Clary's mom has gone missing, and the creature tried to attack Clary and then she killed it, and she's just been taken to the institute. That's literally all that's happened in the first 100 pages, so not much storyline yet, but I'm sure it'll come soon. Okay, I'm on page 150, and the banter between Clary and Jace is definitely more like banter now, rather than them just not liking each other. Like, it's definitely like funny banter. Clary is really annoying, kind of. Like, she's really like, she's jealous, she wants to be the main character, she like, I don't know, she's just quite annoying. But I feel like I knew that anyway from the series. I feel like I don't remember like this from the TV series now, so I don't actually know if it is the same in the TV show or if I just can't remember it happening. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually flying through this a lot faster than I thought I would be. But yeah, it's going well so far. I think this will be my last update for today's reading of this book, and then I'll update you if I read any more tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. I am 308 pages into City of Bones, so I'm very much into it. I am past halfway, and I have like 200 pages left. And I have some more thoughts. So, I'm sure that I remember Jace being more serious in the TV show. Like, I feel like he's really cheery and playful and a lot more open than he was in the TV show, or maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly, but he does seem a bit more cheery than what I would have thought. And I am enjoying this book. I'm enjoying the mystery element, and I do want to know how it ends. But I feel like at some points there's just too much detail and I'm just a bit bored. Like, I feel like it gives too much. Like, it'll describe things in far too much detail for my liking. Like, I just prefer to be very straightforward and just to know where they are, what they're doing and why, not what everything looks like in paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. Like, I don't need that. But on the other hand, it is quite exciting. It is like, there's a lot of different action scenes going on, there's a lot of mystery, the story continues throughout the whole book, and I feel like it's told really well. So I am enjoying it, and I only have 200 pages left, like I said, so I'm hoping to finish it. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. I finished. I don't know how I feel. There's a few things that I need to take into account. So first of all, this book was written in 2007. Like, that's 15 years ago. It is one of the first books in a huge fantasy world. So obviously the first book in this entire world is not going to be the best. I know that Cassandra Clare is a good author. She has hundreds of books. This one, I have questions. What was the need for the incest? What was the need? I don't feel like there was one. I was kind of bored in some points, but I did enjoy it. So I think I'm going to give it a 3-star rating because it was fast-paced, it was enjoyable, there was a lot of elements, but at some points I was kind of like, oh my god, like, I need to get to the next chapter now. Like, so I feel like 3 stars is a good rating for this book. It's very middle of the road, and I'm happy with that. I can't believe I read a 500-page fantasy book in 3 days, but here we are. I'm very happy that I started this series, because if it were not for those TBR jars, I would never have thought to pick up City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Like, I never would have. So I definitely want to continue this series. I'm very happy with how that first round went. So yeah, I do want to do it again. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. Also, let me know your thoughts on City of Bones and this whole world. Does the world get better? Do the books in the Mortal Instruments series get better? Please let me know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.